The next topic is operation on real numbers. Do we know irrational numbers satisfy commutative property, associative property, and distributive property. And also, if you add two rational numbers, then we will get rational number only. If we subtracted two rational number, then we will get rational number only. If you multiply two rational numbers or if you divide two rational numbers, then we will get a rational number only. That means it will satisfy closure property also. And what about irrational numbers? Irrational numbers also satisfies commutative, associative and distributive property. And next, if you add two irrationals, what will happen? If you subtracted two irrationals, what will happen? If you multiplied or if you divided two irrational numbers, then what the result will be? Just observe. 2 root 3 plus 4 root 3. Here root 3 is irrational number. How many root 3s here? 2 root 3s. Here root 3 irrational number again. How many root 3s here? 4 root 3s. That means I am adding here 2 irrational numbers. 2 irrational numbers. So 2 root 3 plus 4 root 3. How many root 3s? 6 root 3s. Or root 2 plus root 2. Root 2 plus root 2. How many root 2s here? 2 root 2s. Root 2 plus root 2, 2 root 2. So addition of two irrational numbers, what we are getting here? Irrational number again. Okay. Root 6 plus of minus root 6. Again same, I am adding two irrational numbers. Here I added two irrational numbers. Result I got irrational number. Now again I am adding two irrational numbers. So what the result will be? We'll see. Root 6 plus of minus root 6. That means root 6 plus into minus root 6. So root 6 minus root 6 0. 0 is not an irrational number. It is rational number. So when we are adding two irrational numbers, sometimes we are getting irrational and sometimes we are getting rational number also. So that's why we cannot tell addition of two irrational number is always irrational only. No. So we cannot tell. Sometimes it may be rational, sometimes it may be irrational. So we will see for subtraction also. Five root 3 minus 2 root 3. Root 3 minus root 2. 5 root 3 minus 2 root 3. So from 5 root 3s, how many root 3s here? 5 root 3s. From 5 root 3s, subtract 2 root 3s. How many root 3s will get? 3 root 3s. So 3 root 3 is an irrational number. 5 root 3 irrational. 2 root 3 irrational. Subtraction of 2 irrational numbers. I am getting here irrational again. Now coming to this one more example. Root 3 minus root 3. Root 3 is an irrational. And one more root 3 also irrational. Subtract and subtracting two irrational numbers here, then what I am getting here? 0. 0 is not an irrational number, it is rational number. Again, result sometimes I am getting here rational, irrational, and sometimes I am getting here irrational. So we can say subtraction of irrational number also sometimes rational, sometimes irrational, same like as addition. And we'll check for multiplication. Five root 3 into 3 root 7. One example, and one more is 5 root 3 into 2 root 3. See here, 5, it is a rational number. Here 3 is a rational number. Multiply rational number with rational number. That means 5 into 3. 5 3 is 15. And the next, here it is square root, here also it is square root. So square root for 3, square root for 7. So we can write this one as under same square root. That means 3, what we are doing multiplication. That's why into 7. Square root 3, square root 7. Same under square root only. That's why same square root I have written. And what we are doing multiplication, that's why into. Now 15. 3 sevens 21. So result we got as 15 square root of 21. And now coming to this one. Multiply whole number with whole number. That means a rational number with rational number. 5 into 2. 5 2s are 10. And now root 3 into root 3. Root 3 into root 3. Root 3 whole square. Root 3 into root 3 is root 3 whole square. That is equals to, a square and root will get cancelled. What remains? 3. So 10 3 is 30. In first example, multiplication of two irrational numbers. What I got here? Irrational number again. In second example, multiplication of two irrational numbers. What I got here? Rational number. So here also same like that in addition and multiplication. What we did? What we got? Same result we are getting here. So we cannot say it is the result will be irrational only. The result will be rational only. So the product of two irrational numbers may be rational, may not be rational. And next we'll see for division also. So one example, 5 root 14 and 5 root 7. And one more example, 15 root 11 by 3 root 11. Yeah. So observe these two examples. Here 5 by 5. So in numerator 5, denominator 5 will get cancelled. And square root of 14, square root of 7. So both are square root only, that's why I will write say in the same square root. So 14 by 7. Now cancellation, denominator 7 ones, numerator 7 twos. Then what will remain here? Square root of 2 by 1 means square root 2. So root 2 we got. Now coming to here, denominator 3 ones, numerator 3 5s. So here square root of 11, square root of 11 will get cancelled. Then what will remain? 5 by 1. 5 by 1 means 5. So here also I took a irrational number divided with another irrational number. Result I am getting irrational number. And here I have taken irrational number, here another irrational number. Result I am getting here rational. So here we also we cannot say the result will be irrational only or rational only. So in division of two irrational numbers, then result will be rational or irrational. So by these four examples, what we can say: addition and subtraction, multiplication and division of rational irrational numbers may be rational numbers or may not be rational numbers. That means sometimes it may rational numbers and sometimes it may irrational numbers. So not like that, not for rational numbers. This result is not for rational numbers. Rational numbers, you add rational number, then you will get result rational only. Subtract, then also you will get rational only. Multiply, then also you will get rational only. Divide, you will get rational only. So this is not for irrational numbers. And the next so we observe the some difference multiplication and division of irrational number. Result is sometimes rational or sometimes irrational. And addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of rational numbers always rational number. And what about one is rational and one is irrational? So we will check these four operations. That means one number is rational, one number is irrational. Addition of rational and irrational numbers, subtraction of rational and irrational, multiplication of rational and irrational, and division of rational and irrational. What will be the result? So we will see. So first remember these values here. So root 3 value is 2.236 and so on. Root 2 value is 1.4142 and so on. Pi value is 3.415 and so on. And the first one, root 2 plus 21, root 2. So root 2 value how much here? 1.4142 and so on plus 21. Just addition, add whole parts only. 21 plus 1, 22.4142 and so on and so on and so on. It will continue. It will continue means it is clearly irrational number. So addition of one rational and irrational number gives us always irrational number. Irrational. Then after that, pi minus 2, subtraction of rational and irrational. Pi value approximately 3.1415 and so on. 3.1415 and so on minus 2. So subtract only whole parts, that means subtract 2 from 3, then what will get 1 and the decimal part as it is 1415 and so on and so on. So again it is irrational number. So we can say difference of one rational and irrational also irrational. And what about the product here? One rational and one irrational. That means 7 into root 5. Root 5 value not given. Wait. 2.236 and so on. So 2.236 and so on. I have to multiply. When we are multiplying, we will start from last digit only, and then last digit is infinity. If that one, what is available last digit, multiply. So 7, 6, 42 and 7, 3, 21, 21 plus 4, 25 here and so on as it is. Next 7, 2, 14, 14 plus 2, 16. And next 7 2 14 again, 14 plus 1 15. So 15.625 and so on. That means again continuing irrational number here. So we can say here also the product of one rational and irrational number, also irrational number. And next, what about division? In division, here one rational number divided by irrational number. So when in denominator irrational number is there, rationalize that one. Rationalize means to make denominator into rational number. The process of making denominator as rational number is said to be as rationalization. So first rationalize this denominator. That means make this denominator as rational. To make, multiply both numerator and denominator by root 5. Why? Because in denominator root 5 is there. Then now 7 into root 5 means 7 root 5 by root 5 into root 5 means root 5 whole square. So 7 root 5 by, here square and root will get cancelled. What remains? 5. 7 by 5 into root 5. So finally we got 7 by 5 into root 5. Now in denominator it is a rational number is there. Irrational is there means it is difficult to divide. That's why whenever you will see rational number in denominator irrational number, rationalize that one and write as rational number. Now see, one rational and one irrational. Division. The result what it will be is equals to first 7 by 2. 7 by 5. 7 by 5 value is 1.4. 1.4 into root 5. That means 1.4 into root 5 value is 2.236 and so on. So 1.4 into 2.236 and so on. So the result will give 3.3106 and so on. After multiplication approximately we will get the value. So here also and so on. So what we can say by observing these four? Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of a rational number and irrational number always be irrational number. So we have to remember these things, and 3 more points you have to remember. So first one is, after these are all examples, so 3 points you have to remember. The first one is the sum or difference of a rational number and an irrational number is irrational number. Next, the product or quotient of non-zero rational number with an irrational number is irrational number. That means division. And the next, if we add, subtract, multiply or divide two irrationals, the result may be rational or irrational. So in the previous examples I told. So these 3 things you have to remember. Then after that, some properties you have to remember before going to next exercise. So learn today only those properties, and it is easy for next class. Those are all I will write. Properties on real numbers. So observe some properties I have written here. Let A and B be positive real numbers. That means small a and small b are any positive real numbers. So then 6 properties you have to remember. Square root of a into b means we can write as square root for both a and b. A and b is in multiplication. That's why write separately. That means square root of ab is equals to root a into root b also we can write. Same like that for division. So under same square root a and b is there, separately we can write. So square root of a by b means root a by root b. Here observe, root a plus root b into root a minus root b. It is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b means we know it is a square minus b square. That means square root a whole square minus square root b whole square. Square and root will get cancelled. What will get here? A minus b. So root a plus root b into root a minus root b is equals to a minus b. And the next step, a plus root b into a minus root b. It is also in the form of a plus b into a minus b. That means a square into b square. So a means a only, a square minus b square means square root b whole square. That is equals to a square minus square and root will get cancelled, remains b here. And the next step, sixth one. Sixth one is square root a plus square root b whole square. It is in the form of a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square means we know a square plus 2ab plus b square. So a square means root a whole square plus 2a means root a, b means root b plus b square. So root b whole square. We simplify square and root will get cancelled. A, so 2 into root a into root b means 2 root ab plus here square root of b whole square means square and root will get cancelled, remains b. So square root of a plus square root of b whole square is equals to a plus 2 root ab plus b. And the next fifth one here. Here all the four different real numbers. That means no any formula, just we have to multiply and write. Square root a plus square root b into square root c plus square root d. It means we know the product, how to multiply two binomials. Take one first one term and multiply the both the terms of next binomial, and next take second term and multiply the both the terms of next binomial. That is the process, already we know that one. So root a into root c, root ac plus root a into root d, root ad. Next with b, root b into root c, root bc, root b into root d, root b. So these six properties you have to remember. By using these, the next exercise easily we may solve. So hope you understood today's class. Any doubts you may ask through WhatsApp. And worksheet, go through the worksheet and solve each and every problem. And anything not understood, you may ask. And yeah, that's all. Have a good day.